how men and women leverage deception versus truth-telling and communicating some of the things around mate choice selection.
Yeah, well, so basically, both men and women do deceive. So we have the modern cultural invention of online dating, which...
Why women cheat on their spouses or their long-term partners, as well as why men tend to cheat on their spouses and long-term partners. These super interesting topics about how people select mates, how they lie, cheat, and but also behave well in this dance that we call mate choice. Men and women use in order to select mates, both.
And as I said, relative youth. This age thing is one of the largest sex differences you find in long-term mate selection, with women preferring somewhat older men and men preferring somewhat younger women.
Is there a consistent age gap to relate to that statement?
Yes.
Let's talk about infidelity in committed relationships. What are some of the consistent findings around reasons for and maybe even long-term consequences of infidelity for men and women? And this could be marriage or long-term partnership or...
and people do lie, but they lie in predictable ways. They lie in ways that attempt to embody the mate preferences of the person they're trying to attract. And so women tend to deceive about weight. So they tend to shave about 15 pounds off of their reported weight.
Should we call them transient mates as well as lifetime mates?
Right. Well, that's a critical distinction, because what people look for in a long-term committed mateship, like a marriage partner or a long-term romantic relationship, is different from what people look for in a hookup or casual sex or one-night stand or even a brief affair. There is. So the age gap, though, depends on the age of the man. What do men value more than women? Physical attractiveness.
They rank that as a more important criteria than do women about men?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Consistently across cultures.
Consistently. And it's not that women are indifferent to it. So women do pay attention to a guy's physical appearance, his fitness and so forth. And guys are actually off base in thinking that women prefer more muscular men than they actually do.
Infidelity of any kind, I suppose.
And so if you look at a whole host of information around why women have affairs, it's not compatible with the dual mating strategy hypothesis. So, and is compatible with the mate switching. That is, women who are looking to either divest themselves from an existing mateship or trade up in the mating market to a mate who's more compatible with them or higher in mate value. Women are more likely to prioritize what I call bad boy qualities. So guys who are very self-confident, guys who are strut, guys who are a little arrogant, guys who are risk-taking, guys who defy conventions. Women are more attracted to those guys in short-term mating than long-term mating. Women attend to the attention structure. So the attention structure is a key determinant of status. So the people who are high in status are those to whom the most people pay the most attention.
So the attention of others to them, not how well a given potential mate can focus and pay attention necessarily.
Yes. So like in muscle magazines, these men with bulging biceps and so forth, women don't find that especially attractive, but they do prioritize fit men, a good shoulder to hip ratio, and other qualities of physical appearance men find attractive women are not at all arbitrary, or simply see whether they're sufficiently desirable so that it eases the transition into the mating pool, or keeping a mate as a potential backup mate, what I call mate insurance. Women are seeking to get resources and investment from one guy and good genes from another guy. And whereas in long-term mating, they go more for the good dad qualities. Is this guy dependable? Is he going to be a good father to my children? In terms of successfully attracting a mate, the overt display that, hey, I'm interested in just a short-term hookup. I'm interested in sex, so I want to have sex right now. Yeah, exactly. And Also, women use what's called in the literature mate choice copying, and this is related in part to the attention structure.
The reasons behind infidelity are complex and multifaceted, varying greatly depending on individual circumstances and relationships. While societal expectations often place blame solely on the woman, it's crucial to understand that female infidelity, like male infidelity, stems from a confluence of factors. One significant factor is unmet needs within the marriage. This could involve emotional neglect, a lack of intimacy, or a feeling of being undervalued or unappreciated. Women, like men, crave emotional connection and validation. When these needs aren't met within the marital relationship, they may seek them elsewhere. Communication breakdowns play a pivotal role. A lack of open, honest, and consistent communication can create a chasm between partners, leading to feelings of disconnect and resentment. Unresolved conflicts and simmering tensions can push a woman to seek solace and understanding outside the marriage. Another aspect is the search for personal fulfillment. A woman may feel stifled or unfulfilled in her role as a wife and mother, leading her to seek experiences and connections that reaffirm her sense of self. This could involve pursuing personal goals, rediscovering passions, or seeking intellectual stimulation outside the marriage. Infidelity can also be a consequence of underlying emotional or psychological issues. Past traumas, unresolved insecurities, or mental health challenges can impact a woman's ability to maintain healthy relationships and make healthy decisions. Extramarital affairs can be a way to cope with these issues, albeit a destructive one. Furthermore, the dynamics of power imbalance within a marriage can contribute to infidelity. If a woman feels controlled, dominated, or disrespected, she may seek autonomy and agency outside the marriage. This could manifest as a rebellious act against perceived oppression. It's also important to consider the impact of societal pressures. Cultural expectations and societal norms surrounding gender roles and relationships can influence a woman's decisions and actions. These pressures can create internal conflicts and lead to choices that contradict her own desires or needs. Ultimately, understanding why women cheat requires a nuanced approach, acknowledging the complexity of human relationships and the multiple factors that contribute to infidelity. It's not a simple matter of blame, but a reflection of unmet needs, communication breakdowns, personal struggles, and societal influences.